Pretty good luck, potato. What's up? Going to bed, got work in 7 hours. Oh man. Good night though. Thanks, I'll have fun. Okay, one more time. I gotta do some practice for Homo HQ. Too early. Too early again. Yep. I'll be good. I think I'm feeling good about those clips today. Nice. Ticket coped, what's up? I finally made some progress for this one video that I've been trying to make for like past 2 months. I got really lazy at making it. At first I didn't like the script, so I kind of restarted that. And now I think it's much better. I feel it's still missing something, but it's still there. It's good. So I was working on that yesterday a lot after I came back home from work. And today too.
So you might want that I have this to shoot there one.
Pretty good, pretty good. I always forget it's A button there, not B. B is on the menu.
Uploading data.
Have you seen Twitter having that option that you can buy Twitter Blue? Meaning that you can have a check mark next to your name. I've been like laughing, just making, trying to get like a meme template of that. Like, why would you pay $8 for having a check mark on Twitter? I'll take a second try. There really are people who poke that. They poke the check mark. That was so bad. Please open that. I don't wanna continue that. Hit the goddamn head! What? I missed so many shots there. I don't think I'll continue any runs that I have over 2 minutes and 20 seconds Phantom Clock split. I think that will be a good threshold for me. Like I don't need to have a perfect Phantom Clock split. Just not too slow than 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Seriously? Stop bonking. I was thinking of playing this new Starbucks ROM hack actually, that was released just yesterday. I saw it on Twitter and was like, wait, I didn't even know this existed.
Uploading data.
There is you have this you can unclear.
seriously. Don't know am I ahead anymore after that split. I might be ahead slightly, like a second or two. Not even a second, but close. I think doing it like that in that room where the missile is seems to be the best for me. And how did that even count? Well, I wasn't the greatest.
Uploading data. GBRI say I there.
All good. Should practice that so I can get it consistently. No. Ah. Grab the ceiling, please. I feel like I should restart this. I wanna play the game. Not sure how much I will be behind. But that kinda hurt a lot, that Adam save skip. Well, a lot for sure. I can already see that I should be on this spot like 20 seconds before. 20 seconds earlier, actually. Yeah. On that spot I should have been on much earlier. Sometimes I wonder why there's a little longer loading time on that one room transition. I've only seen it in that spot, maybe a couple others, but that's the significant one that I've noticed. It's strange. Misclick, like how, why? An annoying mistake. I was just getting ready to start mashing. It opened the menu. Nah, can't even gold that. I wanted to gold this split so badly. No, I don't know my lives, but it happens randomly. It happens randomly, that's why I'm wondering why it does that. Thanks for good luck later. seriously. There you go. Now I broke it. For the past days, I've not been able to break it while standing on the switch. Why on that spot? Seriously? I tried to shoot it earlier, but it didn't charge in time. I don't know why, but my hands feel kind of... they're not strained, they're not direct. I just can't move them. Like, they're not like in a gaming mood today for some reason. Yeah, of course, Cedric, I'll grind until I get it. After that, the grind is over. I hope I get a good sub 1 hour and it's not just like some dumb 59, just barely. I want it to be good. Okay, what's up? Yeah, I'll give it eventually. I would have got it last week, but I fucked up my strats. I was 2 minutes ahead at the end of the game, then I just died twice. One in red Choso and a Raven Beam. Then that kinda settled it down. It's annoying to get hit by that when I know I can avoid it. Sometimes it takes longer to get the flash shift back. I don't know why. Like the timer should always be consistently... Well, that's weird. I don't know, but I've noticed that happens there too. Not that it matters, but I would like to have a flash shift back faster so I can just use once before the switch. I did skip this E-tank in one of my previous runs, then I realized that it's rather important for me to me still, so I'll keep getting it. Okay, after this split, the route gets a lot different than from what you're probably used to see. If you haven't watched Metro Dread speedruns for the past year, it has changed quite a lot since like December last year, January earlier this year. Alright, that's the kind of gold I wanna keep. Too early. Too late? What? Hello? too sure do I have it. It didn't seem like I have it. I'm surprised if I have no idea where I would have lost it if I don't have it anymore actually. But I'll always double check after this loading zone. Do I still have it? Yeah, I still have it. No worries. Just kill those enemies. I have had so many issues against those enemies being on my way lately. Those didn't used to be. Those used to not be on my way all the time. But now they've become annoying, so better to kill them. I don't know my time saves anymore in the end of the game. Space jump maybe? Enter Hanubia, yes. There should be time save. It might be Hanubia and wave beam only. I can't remember. It's been a week I got this time. Seriously, like, why is this all of a sudden so hard for me? Like, seriously, come on. That is such an annoying skip now. I don't understand what am I doing so wrong. And now I got this cutscene too because I'm not thinking. Welcome back, Cedric. excited about the new Pokemon game next week. I'm not interested. What the fuck, this fucking trick, dude? Like, I'm pressing the fucking slide button, okay? Ah, did I lost the skew too? Dude, like, fuck this trick sometimes. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Like, what the fuck, dude? I practiced this. Come on. Getting so annoyed over this trick. Dude, like, what the fuck, dude? That's exactly how I'm doing it every time. I don't have time to practice now. In a run. The run is dead anyway, so it doesn't matter. Like, what the fuck, dude? I practiced this goddamn dumb trick. After the weekend, I lost the consistency for this dumb trick. And I was so good at this before. What happened? I want the fucking explanation. Why am I doing this so wrong all of a sudden? I'm not gonna finish this goddamn run now. I'm so pissed. Spend a little bit of time practicing this every day now, and I just lost the consistency all of a sudden. Like, what the fuck, man? It annoys me because this is one of the most important tricks in a run. I need to get that within the first tries, or I'm not gonna have a good time. I'm already not having a good time because of this dumb trick. Sorry for getting so pissed, but I actually have a good reason. Because I was so good at this before. It's not the clip itself. It's this fucking turn around. I can't do that anymore. I just keep dashing to the wall like a dumbass. Or I dash backwards. I need to do that. That's all I need to do, and that's it. I'm losing. I don't understand. Like, what am I doing wrong every time? And what it makes this more ridiculous is that I don't have this issue when I do it to the left. And I have this issue when I do it to the right. And I have to do this 2 times in a run. 2 times. Like, fuck this trick, man. Like, seriously, what is wrong? Like, what is so wrong about this? It's the exact same inputs. You do it to the left way. That one I can do no problem, but the right way, no. I just don't know what am I doing wrong. Angle in a control stick? Like, how it can be an angle It's not angle. I don't get the slide. You see this? I'm not getting a slide at all. It's not the control stick, it's the sliding. I don't get the slide at all. As soon as I get the slide, it's all good. I need the slide. Am I really not pressing it all the time, or what? I can feel I'm pressing the button too. I'm pressing it. I was even thinking about it there. I'm not doing it off my muscle memory too. Here. It's a painful trick because now I have to learn a different method. I had no issue before. I was getting like... I was like 70%, 80% consistent at it. I would even get it first try in runs. And then I just lose the consistency like... It pisses me off. Because I was so good at this. I didn't want to learn a different method because I was already good at this. Now I should stick with the tier 3 tile. Just to keep it consistent. But now the problem is that I have to delay my shine spark. That I'm not used to do. Oh my god, press down late. Don't press them at the same time. L, down. That's it. Oh, my item skips these days. They're decent. Like, I have a save file for it to practice. I've got them first try. There was like a one day where I would get it 4 times in a row. 4 different rounds and first try in all of them. It was pretty insane. I'll hydrate soon. Okay, I can do that too. I need to know the spot for that in Kolsuna skip. Need to backtrack there soon. I need to stop holding down too early. Just need to press L, then down. I don't have to be fast with those inputs too. I actually have like a second to spare with that. There we go. That's the kind of muscle memory I need. Dude, all this frustration just... Gotta let it out, man. Gotta let it out. Because I care. Can't just be quiet, you know. Fuck this, man. Like, it's not a trick, it sucks ass. I even explained this before, just to clarify. The reason I got so pissed is because when I last shifted the wall from here, I will not get the slide at all. Slide was the only reason I would never get this trick consistently down all of a sudden, and I was used to be so good at it. Yeah, I know frustration leads there. Alright, let's get back to Kosuna and practice that too, I guess. Actually, I can only practice it once. Well, actually, I can practice it more. Because... Can you shoot this? By the way, Sass. I don't have a way to get back, actually. Below. Slight turn around. Oh. Oh yes, yeah, that one. Okay. Like the Rakuga. Yeah, I just realized. Yep. That makes it. Yeah, I'll do another run. And if it doesn't go too well, I'll watch a video, then I might switch to Star Fox ROM hack that was just released, actually. Thanks for the help, Sass. I appreciate it. I didn't want to switch to 3-tile method because I was already good with the 5-tile method, that's why. Didn't want to switch. I need to get farther. Yeah, it would be good to have a checkpoints like that. Okay, I'm gonna practice this. Yeah, that's so much better though, man. Thanks. The spot was around here, was it? Like, around here I did it. Yeah. One, two, three, yeah, around here, yeah. Wait, why are there two of them? Funny. No, it's gone. The guy is gone. Too early. I need to get farther away if I want to respawn that, actually. Just gonna do the Golsuna room and check out where that spot is. And when I do it a few times, then I think it should be all good. We should go checkpoint at save stations without saving. Yeah, it will be great. One of the annoying checkpoints you have is after Speed Booster. You have Speed Booster as checkpoint. You go through enemy zones. Those don't give you a checkpoint anymore because enemy is dead. Did I play the new Sonic Frontier? No, I'm not too interested of Sonic games. The only Sonic game I've ever played and own is Sonic Heroes. Well, that's a lie. I've already played. I've played like those. Like what is it called? The racing game. I've played that. No, I'm stuck here. Do you know how to do this, Sass? Like these things? Without Pomuhei. I keep Pomuhei here for my runs. But how do you do that? You have to break those two tiles in front of you, then jump off from the edge as soon as possible or something. I wanna try something, just out of curiosity. You have to make sure you don't unwarp, then roll out as that a second block breaks. Instantly turn around to grab the ledge, then spin up. Jump while holding P and spam flash shift after a small delay. So you have to hold it. I see. I don't get it. Let's do another run. See what happens. I heard many good things about Sonic Frontier actually. People love that game. When is the last time that they released Sonic game actually? Before a Frontier? Been a while, wasn't it? Was it Generation? So Colors? Generation? Okay. That was the last one. Well, there's been Sonic Mania. But like I said, I don't know much about Sonic games. I'm not into them much.
So you might want that I this the you there one.
You were just curious. Yeah, it's good. Now you know. I don't play Sonic games much. I've played one. That's it. I didn't shoot a missile. I'm surprised.
Uploading data.
Thanks for the good luck, Skipped Bomb. What's up? Do you think Sonic Frontiers selling is gonna be hurt because of God of War Ragnarok release at the same time? Well, a day after actually. Ragnarok was released yesterday, and Frontiers was released 2 days ago. Dude, stupid ass enemy. Sonic is on multiple platforms, isn't it? Excuse me? What? Having a late... I need to be fast with my inputs. Yeah, melees are late. Has to be faster for me. There you go. Just it's fast inputs. Excuse me, why I'm not doing it now? Okay. Okay. It is the first jump timing. You need to get it at the peak of the jump. That way you have enough height. Don't know how many attempts I can do, but I'll try to get a one run going after a charge beam. Then I think I wanna stop because my head starts spinning from all these colors and freaking color brightenings. I don't even know. And the spinning animation can fool you. Yeah. Can be at the peak of the jump, but you're slightly lower than you think.
So I brought that I have this you there one.
God of War is only on PlayStation right now. Someday they'll release it on PC. Like God of War 2018 was released. Yeah, in about like 5 years they'll release it. 2 years most likely. Maybe it's a year. I think its exclusivity is 1 year. I mean, God of War is pretty brutal game series. I've not played one myself. I do own God of War 2018 actually, but I've not played it. All I've watched in that is the title screen when I installed it. Oh no, should I play that now when Ragnarok is going on? Yeah, I should give it a chance at some point when the Ragnarok hype is going down. Going down more of like people are playing it less. The hype, let's say, the hype is going down. That's what I should say, yeah. Makes me wonder what's gonna be the game of the year. Because there's God of War Ragnarok that came out. Sonic Frontiers won't have a chance maybe. Elden Ring was released. Man, Tears of the Kingdom Breath of the Wild sequel was not gonna have any chances this year, I feel like. With so many great games coming out. Hey, let's go. Yeah, I don't think Sonic will have a chance, but it will be really surprising. It might be God of War, I feel like. It's either Elden Ring or God of War, that's for sure. Elden Ring is fantastic. I enjoyed that game a lot. Splatoon. Splatoon will be a surprising one. Modern Warfare 2. Aren't they all the same game anyway? Maybe that's the joke, they are the same game. To me. For some reason I cannot aim upright there. I just don't get it. I don't understand, but it's fine. Not a big time waste. Yeah, I know Van Boys. Younger people. Yep. People should play real men's game. Metroid Dread. Mario. Zelda. Yeah, I cannot wait for the new Zelda game. That's the biggest game I'm excited for the next year. I can't wait for it. Just gotta wait half a more year. I know for sure it's gonna play kinda the same way like Breath of the Wild, because it's the same engine, probably updated, but still, if I just get myself to play Breath of the Wild and get better at the mechanics in that game, then I'll have a really good chance to get some good records in that game. Maybe, depends. But I really shouldn't care about the speedrunning. Speedrunning stuff at the release and enjoy the game first. Dude, that happened today too. What the fuck, dude? I'm so annoyed. It's just lost a run there. What happened to the audio? The release date is May. You have speedrun Breath of the Wild. but not recently. Yeah, it's still half a year away. Okay, let's get the last run going for the day. When I'm getting annoyed, that's not a good sign to be playing.
So you might want that I dispute there one.
Uploading data.
One thing I really hope I can be the first one when that game comes out is to do a first no-hit run from the start to finish. Nice first try. Damn, almost a new gold. I played that really well. Okay, last run of the day. I have something else planned after I watch a YouTube video. Dumbass enemy. Only because I did a lower jump and it didn't grab the ledge.
Uploading data.
There is you have this you can hunt there.
Doing it like that, the wall jump from the switch instead. Just keep instead of failing that all the time. Well, the run continues, but I'm behind. Oh my god. They don't come here at all, huh? Okay. But yeah, I don't want to do any more runs. It's getting frustrating to me. Why is nobody online? What? Interesting. There's Splatfest too. Sonic is on Switch? What? I thought it's just PC, Microsoft, Xbox and PC, Microsoft, Sony and... Yeah, I just thought it's those three consoles. Well, anyway, there's a YouTube video. No Switch and not cloud version. Hello, Cobble. I wanna watch a YouTube video, then I might be playing this new Starbucks ROM hack actually. No more runs today. I'm just getting frustrated with this game. Heard it runs very good on Switch. That's good to hear. There it is. So this is the video I will watch.
Very lucky. To get the world record in a Minecraft speedrun, you have to get very lucky. These days, top runners often reset thousands of worlds to get an acceptable seed, and then, when they finally get one, they have to perform at the top of their game to execute the speedrun perfectly. But even so, no matter how well you play the game, or how perfect that world is, bad luck can still ruin your run. Whether it be blazes not dropping their rods, trouble obtaining ender pearls, or most frustratingly, the dragon not coming down at the very end of the run. To be among the best Minecraft speedrunners, not only do you need to be mechanically skilled at the game, you need to have immense patience and dedication. One of these talented and hardworking individuals goes by the name Nice Twice, a German runner who started speedrunning Minecraft back at the start of 2020, with his very first submitted run placing him 7th on the leaderboard. He quickly improved and became one of the strongest runners on the planet, improving faster than almost everyone else around him. And this was during a time that Minecraft speedrunning was experiencing a massive surge of popularity due to the sheer number of YouTubers and streamers creating content around the idea. The most notable one being Dream and his incredibly popular Speedrunner vs. Hunter series. With more eyes than ever on speedrunning, Nice Twice remaining as a top player was quite the impressive feat. Top runners would get thousands of viewers flocking to their streams, and new world records received millions of views. With that being the case, there was a huge incentive to be number one. This led to a few cheating scandals, unfortunately, with runners like Floby, Drem, and Dream all exposed for cheating in various ways. But all those cheaters pale in comparison to what was revealed this week. It was discovered that a single runner has knowingly faked, cheated, or spliced nearly every significant run during their entire speedrunning career. After 2 years of faking world records, their deception was finally uncovered, and it shook the community to their core. That runner's name is not Nice Twice. As far as I know, every run he has ever done is completely legitimate. The cheater is Nice Twice's twin brother, Minecravenger, who, in an ironic twist of fate, was actually the person to originally expose Dream for cheating. So how does someone get away with cheating multiple speedruns for 2 full years with no one noticing? Well, it was a mix of good luck and some cleverness on his part. But a few key mistakes he made along the way led to his inevitable speedrunning demise. Minecravenger started speedrunning Minecraft with his brother, with duo speedruns, but didn't start doing solo runs until a few months later, where he quickly caught up to his brother and, coincidentally, almost always had slightly better times in basically every category. And he played quite a lot of categories, nearly every major version of Minecraft, both random seed runs and set seed runs. His first world record was his 3rd ever submitted solo run, just 2 weeks into his solo speedrunning endeavor. It was a version 1.14 set seed speedrun. Set seed meaning that you can choose the world beforehand and practice it as much as you like. Most runners at the time used this seed. There were blacksmiths in the village for obsidian to enter the nether with, and a chest in the fortress for more obsidian to leave the nether. Of course, the main reason the seed was used was because, on top of those 2 things, it had the convenient 1 in a trillion chance of a completed end portal. So it mitigated almost all the regular luck you would normally need in other categories.
That is insane.
For Minecravenger's first world record, he killed the dragon in 3 minutes and 15 seconds. He didn't stop there though. He continued to lower his time until he was the first ever person to beat Minecraft glitchless in under 3 minutes.
Like, it takes hours, days, weeks, even months to find this kind of a seed that just has completed nether portal, more like completed net portal to the dragon, and some other things like finding those obsidians and such.
The thing is, he was already cheating. I showed it on screen, but I know you didn't notice it. Don't feel bad though, as no human could ever detect his cheating method for this run, no matter how hard you analyze the gameplay. So this run was assumed to be legitimate, and he continued to speedrun. The next category he dominated were version 1.16 random seed speedruns. If you've watched a Minecraft speedrun before, this was likely the category you saw. It's a run where you start up a random new world that you've never seen before, enter the nether by any means necessary, kill some blazes for blaze rods, give gold to piglins for ender pearls, and use Eyes of Ender to locate the stronghold to defeat the dragon. This category was far more popular than set seed speedruns, so his first run of 22 minutes 47 seconds was exceptionally good, 9th in the world. Not quite at the very top, but a respectable run for its time. Well, it would have been respectable if it was legitimate. He cheated this one in a different way, but it's a cheating method that really anyone can spot if you're looking for it. Tell me in the comments if you saw it. Unfortunately, no one at the time noticed anything wrong, so again, the cheating continued. And we will revisit those runs to explain how he did it, but it's important to show you this first. The fastest perch ever witnessed. Just 2 weeks after exposing Dream for cheating, Minecraft uploaded a video, a failed 1.16 set seed speedrun, where he plays the best known 1.16 seed, gets to the end on world record pace, and then something unusual happens. The dragon starts flying towards the center fountain faster than ever seen before. Then he screws up the dragon kill. Publishing this video was his first major slip-up. This dragon perch immediately caught the attention of many experienced runners. They'd never seen anything like it. They had to know how it happened. If they could recreate it in their runs, it could be an easy way to save time in such a short speedrun. This desire for time save inspired some brilliant minds to dig into the dragon's AI code. But what they found perplexed them. The dragon AI is a very complicated subject that took a lot of research and testing to understand, but they did crack it in the end. When the player enters the end for the first time, a network of invisible nodes is generated around the island, in a sort of spiderweb shape. The dragon uses these nodes to create short paths where it will fly from point to point until it reaches the end of a path where it will either choose to create a new path or perch at the bedrock fountain. There are a ton of possible paths, but the shortest path for it to take in a speedrun is this. The dragon spawns 128 blocks up in the sky, it travels from node 1 to node 2, then decides to perch, where it flies to the center of the island and initiates a downward spiral onto the bedrock fountain. Now, I'm simplifying a lot here, but the dragon will latch on to each node until it's within at least 30 blocks. Then, and only then, can it fly to the next one. And because the nodes are so low, and the dragon spawns so high up, it kind of just slowly circles around the node as it glides downwards. What these Minecraft geniuses discovered is that Minecraft dragon flew away from these two nodes earlier than should be possible, as the dragon was not within that 30 block range. Being latched onto these nodes for less time meant the dragon could enter the perch phase earlier, letting you damage the dragon faster and finish the run impossibly fast. The researchers had no idea what could have caused this early node departure, and at the end of it all, just assumed they had missed something in the code. Minecraft was highly ranked and verified in all other speedruns, so there's no reason to doubt him, especially when the run didn't even finish. Well, that was until a month later when Minecraft got the world record in this category too. This time with an even faster dragon perch, over 2 seconds faster than the theoretical limit. The dragon, once again, wasn't in that 30 block range, being 31.6 blocks away from the node when it left. The impossible happened once again. There was no hard evidence that could explain what was causing this odd dragon behavior, so for a second time, everyone figured there was still more to learn. The record was verified and was never beaten until a faster seed was eventually found. And that's not due to a lack of trying. Multiple runners spent months grinding to beat it, doing literally hundreds of thousands of runs, trying to get that fast perch just once. It never happened. There was just no chance to beat the record unless you got Minecraft endgame. Getting world records in multiple categories wasn't enough glory for Minecraft though, as he expanded his speedrun repertoire even more. He reached 2nd place in 1.8 set seed, 6th place in 1.14 random seed, and improved his time in all other categories he ran too. Normally, speedrunners are only able to stay near the top of the leaderboard for 1 or 2 speedruns. He was at the top for all of them, and he remained at the top, even getting a new world record in September, in the category that kicked off this whole deceitful journey of his. But in poetic fashion, this category that started his career 2 years ago was also the one to finish it. At the end of October this year, a few passionate people joined the speedrun research community. They reinvigorated the group to take on the Dragon AI one last time. Multiple people independently ran simulations and statistical analysis, and they all came to one unanimous conclusion. Minecraft Dragon Perch could not have happened in an unmodified game. It had been 2 years since it happened though, and Minecraft hadn't had any other obvious anomalies occur. Well, except there was that one thing. They heard he did get a little lucky recently, during the stream where he got his most recent set seed world record. I haven't explained it yet, but dragon perches aren't the only luck-based factor in this specific category of set seed speedruns. Every world is the same, but the chest loot is different. The number of obsidian you can find in the village chest varies greatly, and to have a successful run, you need to get lots of it. Most of the time in these set seed runs, runners play for 2 seconds, check a chest for obsidian, then instantly reset. They could stream for hours and not even enter the nether. But on that day, Minecravenger was on fire, getting insane amounts of obsidian, entering the nether left and right. In the world record itself, his brother was shocked that he was in the nether yet again.
You have another entry? Yeah.
So, the curious experts looked through his entire stream and found that out of the 290 blacksmith chests he opened, he found 769 obsidian. And then they did the math. The odds to get that much obsidian from that many chests? 1 in 28 billion. An absolutely ridiculous number. But, unlike with Dream's impossible odds, this was right on the edge of possibility. But it was a very incriminating number. So they looked even deeper to find something concrete. And finally, after 2 years and many fabricated world records, someone found some undeniable proof. The method they used to find it was absurd. Because of Minecravenger's good luck, the consensus was that he increases obsidian odds for blacksmith chests. But a side effect that could result from doing that is that a chest could generate that's organized in a way that's impossible in the vanilla game. There was only one problem. The only way to know that if a chest is impossible is to know all the chests that are possible. That number is 2 to the power of 48. So, what did they do? One of them generated all 281,474,976,710,656 chest loot patterns. And I bet you can guess what they found. The very first chest Minecravenger opens in his world record is not one of those chests. It is impossible to generate. He is, without a shadow of a doubt, a cheater. So, with this knowledge that the dragon perch was manipulated and his obsidian rates were modified, where else has he cheated? Well, basically everywhere. Some runners went looking into his old videos, like his very first 1.16 random seed run. They noticed that he acts very strange when looking for the stronghold. It's almost as if he knows it's there already. So they rewatch the run, this time with a closer lens, and spot it right there, a splice. In a single frame, the mouse teleports, and the timer jumps from 5 seconds to almost 13 minutes. This wasn't a random seed at all. In fact, it's the seed he ran just 6 worlds prior. This irrefutable evidence was a massive revelation, and completely changed how everyone looked at his runs. He got 1 in 1,000 odds in this run, where all 10 blazes and endermen hit the 50% drop chance. Is that luck or hacks? There's no way to know. There's also the 1.16 German record run, where he uses a calculator to find the exact distance of the stronghold, and says,
Oh my god. It says 350 blocks.
Where if you do the exact same check with the same calculator, it says 332. But if you use the locate command at the portal, then it says 350, which suggests he scouted the seed beforehand. Anyways, with all this out in the open, all of Minecravenger's runs have been removed from the leaderboards, and he has been permanently banned from submitting another run to speedrun.com. But that's all I got for you this time. Subscribe for more speedrunning videos, and thanks for watching Lowest Percent.
Good video. I want to watch more Celtic. I want to watch some Zelda stuff. I would like to watch this, but there's gonna be Spirit Track. Spoilers, possibly. I'm watching this.
The Legend of Zelda's Dark Nuts are among the series' most lethal enemies. Brutes in steel armor wielding great swords as large as Link. Dark Nuts first appeared all the way back in the original game on the NES, where they're described by the manual as knights who defend the labyrinths. They're powerful heavyweight enemies, and their armor renders them invulnerable to attacks from the front, which makes them difficult to handle in larger numbers. Since their debut, Dark Nuts have fought Link across many games in the series, both 2D and 3D, though they usually remain firmly grounded in their roots, as elite close combat warriors weak to attacks from the rear. But as the series and the lore surrounding it has grown, the Dark Nuts have remained largely unexplained. While the origins and true identities of some of Ganon's other troops have been explored, the lore of the Dark Nuts never has. Who they are under the armor remains a mystery. In fact, there's evidence suggesting that the Dark Nuts aren't simply creations of the Demon King, such as how their armor bears unique markings unrelated to Ganon. So today, let's take a closer look at the lore and identity of these steel juggernauts. Are they just armored demons, or do they have a human origin? Dark Nuts are among the oldest Zelda enemies. In their debut game, they appear as both blue and red variants, blue being the stronger of the two, and are described in the manual as knights who live in labyrinths. As you'd expect from such a cryptic game, that's all the information we get on Dark Nuts in Zelda 1. The same is true for their appearance on Koholint in Link's Awakening, and Holodrum and Labrynna in the Oracles. They're dangerous knights, but nothing more is revealed about who they are. We get slightly more information in the Minish Cap, where their trophy description describes them as armor-clad soldiers, and instead of just having different colours, there are clear and defined ranks. Silvers are the base enemy, red Dark Nuts are apparently commanders, and the rare Black Knights are presumably the highest ranking of all, being by far the strongest. Chronologically, the Minish Cap is the first appearance of the Dark Nut in the Zelda timeline, though they borrow their design here from another game, The Wind Waker, their 3D debut. The Hero of Wind's first encounter with the Dark Nut is within the Tower of the Gods, a sacred dungeon built as a trial for potential heroes. He unlocks and enters a small chamber, and comes face to face with an armoured behemoth.
Just
The
chilling
Dark
there.
Nut fights with a greatsword, and is nearly invulnerable to damage except for its back, where a gap in its armour allows Link to shatter its defences. Once the armour is completely destroyed, it's revealed that the man underneath the suit isn't a man, but a bipedal dog warrior. This is the only time in the series we can see a Dark Nut's true form, and it absolutely raises more questions than answers. It definitely helps move Dark Nuts closer to the category of enemies created by Ganon, rather than enemies possessed or brainwashed into servitude, like enemies such as Ocarina of Time's Iron Knuckle. Twilight Princess also features Dark Nuts, again as heavyweight warriors who can be defeated by slowly chipping away at their armour, which reveals a quicker, more agile form underneath. This time, though, it's just another set of armour. The knight still wears chainmail and cloth even when without his heavy plate. But even though we don't get as clear a look at an unarmoured Dark Nut here as we did in The Wind Waker, we can just about get a glimpse of its face under its helmet, and it's eerily human, or at the very least far more human than an anthropomorphic dog. Which again raises the question, are these monsters or are they men? In The Wind Waker, Dark Nuts wear ornate belts, known as Knight's Crests. These are prized by Orca on Outset Island, who claims that they're the symbols of courageous knights, and can only be gathered by a soul who possesses power, wisdom, and courage. Every Dark Nut encountered in the game wears one of these crests, which means that it's less likely that they stole them, and more likely that they are these courageous knights that Orca talks about. The crests bear a strange symbol, that of a bird with outspread wings formed from 3 feathers and a crescent-shaped head. This symbol is echoed on the armour of Twilight Princess's Dark Nuts. While not
really?
identical, extremely similar crests adorn these knights' plate armour and greatswords. And interestingly, these symbols are uncannily similar to the Hylian crest, the symbol of the royal family of Hyrule, which is derived from the shape of a loftwing. Might these symbols be bastardizations or stylistic interpretations of the sacred emblem of Hyrulean royalty? Could Dark Nuts really be courageous knights that once served the royal family, before being brainwashed, possessed, or converted to evil? The placements of Dark Nuts might help give us an insight into their purpose. The first encounter with one in both 3D appearances is a solo mini-boss fight, both taking place in a sacred, ancient tower dungeon featuring advanced technology, the Tower of the Gods and the Temple of Time. Both are positioned as guards protecting the dungeon's main items, the hero's bow and the Dominion rod, the latter of which is known to be an important artifact owned by the Hyrulean royal family, used for communication with the Okkar. Darknuts are also found in abundance in Twilight Princess's Hyrule Castle and Wind Waker's sunken Hyrule, often positioned to defend important areas or items. The symbols they wear and their placements do seem to suggest an affiliation with Hyrule rather than Ganon, powerful knights who served the royal family now seemingly turned against their kingdom. This is easy to believe for the Twilight Princess iteration of the Darknuts, who, again, have human-like faces visible beneath their masks. It isn't a stretch to believe that they were once Hylian knights. In fact, I'd argue that this is the most sensible assumption based on the evidence. But the Wind Waker's Darknuts, if these were once Knights of Hyrule, why do they look so monstrous? There's an interesting connection between the Wind Waker's Darknuts and another enemy in the game, the warships. Found across the Great Sea, these tiny boats attack Link and the King of Red Lions on sight. Most warships are grey, but there's a single golden warship found at Needle Rock Isle, guarding a Triforce chart. At first, the designs of these ships don't really tell us much, except for this symbol, depicting what looks like a centipede. This is the exact same design found all across the Darknuts' armor and shields. In fact, the general design of the warships closely resembles the helmets of Darknuts.
Yeah,
The
I was about to say
standard
that.
ships are grey and feature horns, but the golden warship has
golden
two
was-
triangular protrusions and a
Damn.
crest on top, incredibly similar to the helmets of higher tier Darknuts. Unfortunately, the warships are possibly the least fleshed out enemy in the game. We don't know anything about them. In fact, Karlov doesn't even recognize them, and you can't unlock a figurine of them for the gallery. But they're obviously somehow connected to Darknuts, and their design might hint at who is inside, who mans these ships. The basic grey warships all fly the same flag, a crude looking grey oval with two holes. This is the symbol of the Moblins. It depicts their snouts, and the same flag can be seen all across the Forsaken Fortress. So while these ships closely resemble Darknuts in design, they're most likely being manned by Moblins or Bokoblins. This centipede symbol isn't found anywhere else in the game, on any of Ganon's other minions or weapons, which might suggest that it isn't a symbol connected to Ganon, and the Moblin flag on the warships might mean that Ganon's minions simply seized control of these vessels. In Japanese culture, the symbol of a centipede often means impurity or evil, especially so for the Mukade, or Japanese giant centipede, which interestingly often travel in pairs, just like the symbols found on the Darknuts. But the centipede was also a symbol often worn by samurai because of their aggression and tendency to attack prey much larger than themselves. The centipede was associated with military success and features on the battle flag of Takeda Shingen, a powerful samurai leader. So, in the Wind Waker, the centipede symbol is probably hinting that the Darknuts had, or have, acted like samurai, which would make sense considering how Orca describes the knights' crests as symbols of courageous knights. In feudal Japan, upon the death or fall of a samurai's lord or master, the warrior was expected to commit seppuku, a form of ritual suicide. Those who did not were called ronin, which means wanderer, and were shunned, many forced to find work by acting as mercenaries or criminals. By the time of the Wind Waker, if the Darknuts were samurai-like warriors in service to the royal family, they have lost their masters, the elite knights of a forgotten kingdom. So perhaps the Darknuts we see in service of Ganon do so much in the same way as ronin, samurai who have lost their lords and found employment in crime and evil. The fact that Darknuts are frozen alongside Moblins in Hyrule Castle, and presumably have been since the Great Flood, does hurt this idea somewhat, but it's still possible that they joined Ganon's service or control when he returned, but before the kingdom was destroyed by the gods. Darknuts could be powerful knights of Hyrule who have outlived their kingdom, their warships now commandeered by Moblins and Bokoblins. It's a strong possibility, but again there's the crucial problem that they're not Hylian. They resemble dogs. But putting monsters in armor and using them as guards or soldiers isn't past the Hyrulean royal family. In fact, we might see an example of this very situation in Twilight Princess, in the ever enigmatic Snow Peak ruins. This abandoned mansion was obviously used by someone with a strong military. There are storerooms filled with weapons, and the symbol found throughout the house features 2 crossed swords atop a shield. This symbol strongly links the mansion to the royal family. It can also be found in Princess Zelda's tower, and the suits of armor seen in many different rooms in Snow Peak ruins closely resemble the armor found throughout Hyrule Castle. I've theorized before that a purpose for this mansion could have been for the breeding and training of bestial soldiers, evidenced by the dungeon's mini-boss, Darkhammer. Darkhammer wears the same armor as the suits that decorate Snow Peak ruins, which again is very similar to the armor found in Hyrule Castle. In fact, the game files for the suits of armor in Hyrule Castle actually contain the textures for Darkhammer and its ball and chain weapon, helping solidify a link between the two. But despite a possible connection to the royal family, Darkhammer clearly isn't Hylian. It's more akin to a Lizalfos or Dynalfos than anything else. In the Snow Peak Ruins video, I proposed that Twilight Princess's Dark Nuts might be the final product of an attempt to breed and create elite soldiers to defend Hyrule. Which does sound like a stretch, but there is evidence there to support it. And if this is the case, if the Hyrulean royal family were connected to Snow Peak ruins and the monstrous Darkhammer, then it wouldn't be unbelievable that the Wind Waker's canine Darknuts were elite knights who served Hyrule, while not being Hylians themselves. Just like Darkhammer, these Darknuts are highly skilled, incredibly tough monsters, with mysterious connections to Hyrule and its royalty. Despite being among Zelda's most iconic enemies, the Darknuts remain some of the most enigmatic. Clearly, there's something more to these knights than just monsters in Ganon's service. They aren't just regular demon spawn created to do his bidding. They're probably the classic enemy I'd most like to see return in Breath of the Wild's upcoming sequel. I'd love to see another unique interpretation of these armored titans, and get another glimpse at their origins and potential backstory. What do you think? Are Darknuts simply the creations of Ganon or Vati, or is there more than meets the eye? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, leave a like, or subscribe if you haven't already for more Zelda content. Cheers guys, and I'll see you next time.
Should we watch more, or should I switch to Star Fox ROM hack? Wish MatPat made videos like this instead of Ness is Sans videos. Ness is Sans, yeah. Let's see. I've watched like almost everything here. Like I can see this red line here that I've watched it. Creepy Zelda mysteries. How about we check out the Shrine tier list, ranking every 3D Zelda dungeon. Oh, that's 40 minutes long though. I don't want to watch analysis videos, but I want to watch this actually. I highly recommend you check out Zeldic. He makes great videos.
The newest trailer for Tears of the Kingdom opens with a set of stone carvings. There's a depiction of a battle between an army of soldiers and Ganon's minions, 2 carvings of a Hylian figure with long hair, and this, a bizarre alien creature with 2 arms outstretched. It's like nothing we've seen before in the Zelda series, so today, together with Bandit, let's have a closer look.
Firstly, I think it's a safe bet to assume that the figure with long hair is the same figure seen apparently levitating here. The two have the same hair, same nose, same pointed ears, the same eyes with 3 eyelashes, the same circle on their heads, and wear the same dress.
I originally thought that this might be Ganondorf, because it's floating above tendrils of malice, but it's without a doubt the same figure which is seen standing up. And who could this character be but Princess Zelda? Of course, we can't know for sure, but the long hair, ears, and dress match up with previous depictions of the princess. The Zelda from Tears of the Kingdom at some point cuts her hair short, unlike this figure, but these stone carvings are thousands of years old. They share markings and runes with the Zonai architecture found in the sky. So if this figure is Zelda, it could be a depiction of a different Princess Zelda who existed thousands of years ago. Perhaps the Zelda seen in the Sheikah legend from 10,000 years ago, or another one from Hyrule's long history. Or the carvings could be a prophecy, ancient predictions of events yet to occur, that Tears of the Kingdom Zelda will have to fulfill.
So this figure may well be a depiction of Zelda. But what about this?
Yeah.
This figure has a really strange design. It has a long, thin body with multiple ridges and frills, 2 long arms outstretched, 2 rabbit-like ears, each with 3 appendages, eyes with 3 triangles beneath them, and what looks like long, flowing hair behind it. It's depicted standing on a platform, and we can see mountains below it and clouds to the side, suggesting that it's on one of the Sky Islands, strengthening the idea that this is some sort of god.
There are a lot of similarities between the designs of this figure and the one we're assuming is Zelda. The eyes with 3 triangles, the long flowing hair, the pointed ears, and there are even similarities between Zelda's dress and this figure's body. The ridges on the dress match the ridges on the strange figure, and the patterns around their necks are almost identical. And this similarity becomes obvious with the final carving where we see the title, which is the full version of the carving where we see Zelda from the side.
Wait. So that's the picture. Zelda is there, and on the other side is this mysterious. That's the goddess then. Like, that's the goddess. In Skyward Sword, Zelda is the ancestor, incarnation, or whatever of the goddess that crafts the Master Sword or the Goddess Sword for Link. Then it turns out to be a true Master Sword when Link crafts it. So yeah, that was Zelda, obviously. I was thinking on the other side it's Link, just there as a prophecy, but now when they're saying it's the goddess themselves on the other side, or the mysterious thing, I think it's a goddess. And on the other side it's obviously Zelda. I think this is the prophecy of Skyward Sword, so there might be some similarities to Skyward Sword coming up in Tears of the Kingdom.
The figure that she joins hands with is this new one. We can see its long ears, and again just how similar it is to Zelda. Her long flowing hair, the bottom of her dress, and her shoes match exactly with this new character. The carving clearly depicts the two figures as equals or parallels. Above them are 2 mirrored Magatama symbols, like yin and yang, and their hands are positioned together to form a circle, 2 halves coming together to form a whole, just like the Ouroboros symbol. The Ouroboros can symbolize the eternal cycle of death and rebirth, but it's usually only one serpent devouring its own tail. Here we see 2 mirrored Zonai dragons eating one another, one with ridges on its top, one with ridges on its underside, forming a loop with no clear beginning or end. These 2 characters are 2 halves of a whole. Only by coming together do they form the complete circle.
So, if the figure on the right is Zelda, who is this?
There's really only one candidate for a godlike, spiritual counterpart to Zelda, the goddess Hylia. Of course, back before Skyward Sword, Hylia was the sole protector of the Triforce. But after a vicious war against Demise, Hylia gave up her godhood and chose to reincarnate into a mortal body, the Zelda of Skyloft. Throughout Skyward Sword, this Zelda journeys to unlock her memories of her life as Hylia, and the blood of the goddess runs through the veins of her descendants. Strangely, though, by the time of Breath of the Wild, we see the goddess Hylia once again treated as a separate entity to Princess Zelda. Zelda travels the kingdom, praying to the goddess to unlock her powers, and Hylia speaks to Link through goddess statues, tasking him with giving peace to Hyrule. Zelda's diary even mentions a dream the princess once had, where she found herself in a place consumed by darkness, where a woman gazed at her, haloed by blinding light. She sensed that this woman was not of this world, and didn't know if she was a fairy or a goddess, but that she was beautiful, and though the woman spoke to her, she couldn't understand the words. Some fans suggest that this woman might have been Zelda's late mother, but the princess was 6 when she died, meaning she'd still recognize her in a dream. The woman in Zelda's dream, who she knew wasn't of this world, was most likely Hylia, speaking to her descendant from the edge of time.
Of course, this weird figure doesn't look like Hylia. In all depictions of the goddess so far, she's shown to be a woman in a dress resembling Zelda. But who else could a deity presented as a counterpart to her be? The 2 dragons in the Ouroboros symbol might represent these 2 characters, like their hand position suggests. And interestingly, there's yet another detail we haven't mentioned.
When Link drops onto the stone bird glider, we can spot a glowing projection on a distant mountain. When rotated, it's clear that this is a depiction of this deity. Is it? The character in the projection has a sharp nose and an eye with 3 triangles beneath it, flowing hair behind it, and long ears, though they're much thinner than the ears of the deity, and only feature 2 appendages rather than 3. It doesn't match Zelda either. If anything, this projection looks like a mix between the 2.
While the circumstances surrounding it are quite vague, we know that the goddess Hylia became Princess Zelda by sacrificing her immortal form and reincarnating into a mortal body. But the imagery of their hand positions and the closed loop of the Ouroboros suggest a never-ending cycle. What if Hylia's reincarnation as Zelda is only half of the picture? And, like the dragons consuming one another, Princess Zelda then becomes Hylia, forming a loop that never ends.
In both Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild, the focus on Zelda's journey is to unlock the latent powers within her blood, whether that's the memories of her divine life or her sacred power. A huge part of her character is about returning to divinity, so perhaps that's exactly what we'll see in Tears of the Kingdom. This projection could show an intermediary state between Zelda and Hylia. First, Zelda with long hair and regular Hylian ears, then this figure with longer, thinner ears with 2 ridges and much longer hair, then finally this deity with flowing hair and ears with 3 ridges. This idea would of course require some messing around with time, but we've seen before that Hylia appears to exist outside of linear time. Her messages for the hero in Skyward Sword note that she speaks from her place at the edge of time. Though the first trailer for Tears of the Kingdom hinted at a much larger role for Zelda in this game compared to Breath of the Wild, we haven't seen her at all since we saw her fall into darkness at the beginning of the E3 2021 trailer. But in Tears of the Kingdom, perhaps she'll have the most important journey of all, becoming a goddess once again.
But what could her quest look like during the game? Just like how Zelda's one half of a whole, so is this video. So head on over to my channel Bandit Games for a closer analysis of Zelda's journey in Tears of the Kingdom. I'll see you there.
Thanks for watching this video.
Oh, okay, maybe I should play some video games. Shall we? Let's see. I'll try to set up this. Do I have a layout for this? I don't think I have one. Gonna take this. Too much indulging in deep lore. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I'm not gonna have that. How's the volume compared to mine? I actually checked my Twitter. I actually checked my Discord. God damn it, Y27. Good. Alright. Okay. Alright, it's working. Ba, 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 ba. Um. How am I supposed to get this controller? Actually, let me try. This is still loud as hell. Like, why? Hello? It's, okay, I don't understand why it's that loud. Okay, now it's slower. Okay. I actually haven't even got the controller set up at all, huh? Okay, well. Don't know, do I wanna actually... Do I actually want to bother playing this if I haven't set up this? Why is it not working? Hello? So weird. Like, nothing is working with the keyboard too. for some reason. So I'm not too sure at all. Let me try something else. What about this one? Don't do that. What did I press? What did I press, dude? Okay. I'm not too sure why is it not working. I should have checked out this before stream. Like it's plugged in. I know it's plugged in because I did play on an emulator a while back. I don't know if I wanna bother setting this up on a stream. Yeah, whatever. Screw this, man. I think I'll just stop here. I don't want to play anymore. If I need to look how I can set up this. I do want to play that. I could even use a keyboard, so that's why I'm a little confused what's happening. I think it's just better I stop. I was getting a little frustrated earlier today anyway with the run. I'll continue doing attempts tomorrow. But today I just wanna stop. It's one of the shortest streams, but it's fine. Sorry about that, but better to stop now because I don't wanna just force myself to stream anything. Don't have anything else to play really. I'll be chilling, watching some YouTube videos, working on the YouTube video that I have been trying to work on for the past month or two actually. Check out my latest YouTube video in my main channel. On Watch channel, you can watch my first playthroughs I've done, and past streams like these will be up on a Watch channel from now on too. So yeah, have a good rest of the day, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.